Good evening, everybody. This is Ekta Saigal Malhotra, President, Global Womenpreneur Clique. I welcome you all to the GWC talk show, Aspire to Inspire. Today, our guest is a wonderful lady who, in a very short span time, has achieved so much name, fame, not only for herself, but her state that she belongs to. She is Rashmi Saha. She is the pride of Jharkhand. She very lovingly was felicitated by Dainik Bhaskar as the bad woman. Any further, if I talk about her, I would have to read because the accomplishments that she has to her name are far and many. However, just to give you a brief, technically she's an engineer. She loves to travel. She's an NLP coach. She's a life coach. She loves to live by the minute. And that, ladies, is Rashmi Saha for us. Rashmi, a very warm welcome to the GWC talk show.
Hello, Ekta, and a very warm evening to all the ladies and all the viewers who are joining us today. And we'll be watching this talk maybe, in coming times or coming days.
Absolutely.
Very, very warm good evening to all of you.
Yeah. So, Rashmi, while I very briefly mentioned about you, but I'm sure there is a lot more about you than what I have spoken. So, it would be nice for all of us to know a little more about you in your own words.
First of all, thank you so much, Ekta, for such lovely words. I was listening to you, I was constantly smiling, for all the lovely words you just mentioned, and that, so beautifully and positively. So it's not about what I have created for myself. It's not about what's written in the documents. Or it's all about how it is being perceived. And this is something I very, very, very strongly believe in, हम लोग बहुत कुछ करते हैं अपने लिए सोसाइटी के लिए अपने आसपास के लोगों के लिए a lot of times what happens maybe you're not that lucky or you have not worked on your networking or your connections or the human connect. People don't recognize what you do because we all have a different perspectives towards things that we see in our lives or whatever we come across. So
Absolutely.
yes, I would say okay, my part is fine. I have been doing whatever I have been doing because I love the way my life has turned out to be. I sincerely like it and I love the surprises it comes up with. But what's very, very, very important, and I can never ignore it, and I would say I really feel blessed to have, is the people that I have earned in life, the love that I have earned in my life, the connect, So that's why, coming from your beautiful description to that's exactly what I was feeling when I was listening to you. It was not my accomplishments or the recognitions or awards or whatever. It was how beautifully you said. And I think this is what sums up my life, you know, in short. And technically, you have mentioned a lot of things like I'm a civil engineer by education. I was in technical field for a long time. And then I, sorry, yeah. So I am a life coach by profession, been connecting with youth and women and people of all sorts of age group and socioeconomy economical background, and dealing with their behavioral, emotional, transformational aspects of life. Also, I have an NGO in the name of Mukti Mission, where I am working on menstrual hygiene and mental health awareness, two very important things जिसके बारे में लोग बात नहीं करते हैं, उसके बारे में discussions नहीं होते हैं. They are majorly accepted as taboos in our country. So I'm working on these two things. And yes, I love to live life to the fullest. I love traveling. I love meeting people. पोएट्री लिखती हूँ, शौक है मुझे नहीं पता कितना अच्छा, बट मुझे पसंद है अपने ख्यालों को शब्द देना, उनको राइम करना, whatever. I like it. I am a big foodie. I enjoy food, cooking. So yeah, basically, I live life as it comes, and I enjoy it.
Absolutely. And I think that, is reflecting on the glow on your face that you are happy within and you're doing what you really like, what you really love to do. But that brings me to a question that an engineer by qualification, right? And now, having worked with a couple of organizations, you have coached many, people and corporates as well as in the educational institutes. What made you move from a good corporate job as an engineer into starting Mukti Mission, and why menstrual health particularly? That's a taboo. You're a lady. There is nobody really wants to talk about it, and all we know about is pad man. So, what made you be the pad woman?
So the thing is, Ekta, I believe I say this, I mention this everywhere. I'm Destiny's favorite child, you know. A lot of people are blessed to design their own life. I tried a lot to design my own life, but I think I I would not say failed miserably, but I believe, you know, life had some different plans for me. So things just kept on rolling for me. Initially, मुझे लगता था कि I'm so sorry, I'm getting few calls. I'm logged in from my mobile
No
and I'm
issue.
getting a lot of calls. Okay, so the thing is, I came across numerous situations where I could not understand what's happening in my life. What's going on? You know, why such changes? Why such transformations? After a point of time, I thought, okay, fine, maybe this is how it's gonna be. And the moment I realized this is how it's gonna be, it changed my life, and I started accepting it the way it came. And the change of profession, you know, the switch in the profession and the profile, I think was a part of it. I was associated with companies and I was associated with profiles where I was working as a technical civil engineer in different profiles. And then I came across this opportunity which was a beautiful blend of technical and behavioral skills that, you know, as a as an employee, I was expected. And from that point, from that job, I think my journey towards a life coach began. You know, so I believe we all are life coaches somewhere. You know, we all have experiences to share, we all have people to guide, to coach. But then I think this was that moment where everything took a professional turn in my life. And Mukti Mission, it happened why? Because I was coming across a lot of people, youth and people from corporate, social sectors. They were there, but there was a major chunk of our society that was missing. Because, you know, when you are into something, you feel like you know, आप हर किसी को reach out करना चाहते हो, अगर उससे किसी को फायदा हो रहा है, then I think you get this feeling, why not more, you know, spreading it beyond what your capabilities are or your reservations are. And that's where I've realized the rural sector was missing somewhere, where it was about life coaching or even connect, you know, a grooming transformation. So structure was needed. Mukti Mission was the structure, and there was a cause which was required. So yes, mental health was needed, but then menstrual health, because it was something which I never understood so far. I've been dealing with the taboos and myths and ideas of menstrual health as a menstruation as a child, as a girl child. And I studied a lot, I discovered a lot, I questioned a lot, and I thought those answers should reach out to people. And that's how it started, the whole thing.
So, in India, especially, people are not even comfortable telling in their household that they have their monthly cycle on, and there are so many taboos and myths around it. So, it's a very sensitive topic or an area that you are actually working. So, was there any kind of resistance that you faced from people? And if so, were they men or women?
Initial challenge, because I started with villages. So reaching out to villages and asking them to come out of their houses so that we can talk about something which they have never spoken about out loud. That was a major challenge, initial challenge, right? Again, as a single, as an individual, as going out to remote places, remote villages, of whatever city you talk about, you know, it's not, I started with Jharkhand though, but लेकिन कहीं पर भी जाओ तो आप जब आप किसी remote जगह पे जाते हो and you're not aware of those places, you're not welcome, right? Because you're a stranger, you're an outsider. So that was again a challenge. But then reaching out to them, knocking their doors, calling them out, first challenge. Uh, yes, of course, period is a matter which has never been taken normally by people. So there were, rejections, there were apprehensions that I, faced from men and women both. But then at the same time, even youth as well, I have seen youth not opening about periods. They're still like, जैसे ही periods का नाम लेते हैं, they're like giggling and हाँ क्या बात कर रहे हैं, ये चीजें होती हैं. But ठीक है, that was one challenge, and we have had good moments as well with men and women. So yeah, it was a beautiful experience, I would say.
So was it more tough to, break the taboos around it in the village, in the rural part of?
Ekta, can I just hold you, because there's some honking outside. Can I just
Sure,
pause you for one
sure,
second,
sure.
one moment?
So everybody who's watching us, so we are in conversation with Rashmi Saha, the Pad Woman, the pride of Jharkhand. She's talking about the taboos around, the menstrual health, about talking about periods, and she started off from the villages and where she faced resistance both from men and women. So let's continue. She's back with us. So Rashmi, I was asking you that the taboo around periods, is it more in the village where probably the literacy level is lower as compared to the more urban cities in our country? Is that the case, or the taboo is more with the urban people? The mental block.
Now, this is the biggest myth that people usually have, that we have more taboos on the rural side of the society, but it's nothing like it, because I have come across, because now when I'm working on it, I'm pretty vocal about menstruation. I'm more vocal about periods. So when I started 3 years back, when I started talking to people about this, because it was a big deal, someone is working on this. I still came across very educated women working, and they're still following the myths and the taboos that came along, all these years. Like periods के वक्त पेड़ नहीं छूना चाहिए, पौधा नहीं छूना चाहिए, and it's a dirty blood. I mean, like it's impure blood. I have heard educated women talking about it. Women didn't know about PMS, what it is. A lot of myths around it, which I have seen. Also, I went to rural areas as well, some villages near in Jharkhand, near Ranchi. And so I went with this mindset where okay, I'll be talking about, I'll be making them aware about the myths and all. Uh, and the reaction that was कि हम लोग ऐसा कुछ follow नहीं करते हैं. हम लोग बस पूजा नहीं करते हैं, बस. बाकी हम लोग सब कुछ नॉर्मल है, और ऐसा कुछ हम लोगों को कुछ बताया नहीं है. So this was the answer that I got, and I was like, really? And I was like very very happy about this, because you are going and with a mindset that they might be following more rules and regulations, and they would be clutched with all the myths and taboos, but nothing like it. So I
So
have seen
basically,
both the sides of the
education.
society.
This
Yeah.
basically education corrupts our mind. On the lighter side of it.
Need to understand, what education is. Education is all about freeing your mind. Education is all about acceptance. We don't accept our bodies. I have met women from metros, and I would say, so we have this psychology, ki agar, let's say any metro city out of four, we go there and we have an educated woman. I wouldn't say a woman who's working in a corporate or something, like ठीक है, लेकिन a decently educated woman. So we expect that she would be at least open about the idea of periods. But no, they did never discuss their periods with their husbands. They're still shy and they have young kids. So it's about acceptance. You don't accept your body. Yeah. So education is all about acceptance for me, and empowering yourself.
True, true. So Rashmi, so how do you really go about, talking about this topic to people when you meet them? I believe you conduct workshops for women and for young girls for them to understand, to break these myths and taboos. So, how do you really go about this? How do you explain them that, look, this is absolutely normal. It's like, how we are breathing, So how do you do that? Because, as you rightly said, that there are so many people, even in today's time and age, who are educated, who come from backgrounds where everything is very cosmopolitan, very westernized, but when it comes to matter like this, they're closed.
Yes.
So, so how do you go about talking about this, and what more you think can be done in this space?
See, there's a very, very simple logic behind this. Uh, we are unaware of things that we never questioned, right? When you will ask questions, you will you'll be probing yourself to find the answers as well, right? If I ask you, if you ask me, okay, fine, Rashmi, why are you wearing such a big ring? Okay, I can say because I've been told, मेरे घर की परंपरा ही है, मुझे मेरी मम्मी ने कहा, मम्मी की मम्मी ने कहा, and I'm wearing this, right? Now let's say one day I think कि कहा क्यों ये ring पहनने के लिए? What is the significance? Why? Okay. So you tell me, you ask all these questions कि रश्मि तुम पहन तो रही हो इसको हमेशा से, your mother has been wearing this, your nani ma is wearing. Have you ever questioned, do you have any answers for this? Tomorrow you'll be passing the same ring to your kids also. They might ask, what will you say? You're an educated woman, you need to understand, you need to have logics behind it. And that will give me that, that window where I might consider that, okay, fine, actually, I've never questioned things. And I never actually experimented also. What if, let's say this is a magic ring and I'm supposed to wear this, because this is what taboos are. Even around menstruation also, we don't know the logic, we have said this, okay. So let's say I put this on, I don't wear this. And then go and explore whatever I have to. Does it make any difference in my life? If yes, then does it make the same difference the other time also if I don't wear? So we need to experiment. So I encourage people to experiment safely. And, not that you put yourself into trouble, because see, changing someone's belief is not my agenda. If I don't want to pray when I am on my periods, that's a personal choice. But what I believe in, I should at least know what are the consequences of worshipping, and what are the, if I don't, are there any consequences or not? Awareness is more important. Baki, everyone has their own choices and everyone is free to choose what they want. This is what I believe.
Absolutely.
So I ask them to question, question yourself, or I ask them questions. When they don't have an answer, there's a smile on the face. And when there is a smile, I see that, there is an openness to understand whatever I'm telling, and whatever I have studied, whatever I have heard, researched or learned, I keep sharing it with them. I also want to hear their experiences if they have a better understanding of certain things. So it's a basic, very basic conversation.
Okay, so this is going to be a little a funny question actually. So when you do these workshops, are they predominantly for women, or there are men also who should or attend these kind of workshops? Because there is a lot of taboo in the minds of men also when it comes to periods. So do they attend, or do you encourage them?
Ekta, I don't know if at all you know or not, I am actually running a campaign, hashtag I care for her, which is specifically for men, boys,
Yes.
young boys, men of all age, all places, all socioeconomic backgrounds, no matter what. I have went to villages, I've actually stopped men and, I've asked them, aapko periods ke bare mein kya pata hai? So that was a courageous act with all the fear, they could just overreact and they were like, madam, aap kya baatein kar rahi hai? So with all those precautions and all, I have reached out to men of all sorts. We have spoken about this to young boys from colleges, from very young boys from schools. I haven't done it yet because what happens. School authority is playing a very important role there. So we need to respect their sentiments and their permission as well. So usually they open up because it's a crowd, right? And they are more comfortable sending their girls in the further session. But I would love to have boys also. So in colleges, we have had for boys. When we're having normal workshops, so we're just picking out randomly, we keep picking out men and asking about periods, and asking them to talk about it so that we can record their their beliefs and their ideas, and we can share it with people. So such things have been happening. Okay. And social media, because now social media campaigns are also working really good. That's one thing. Also, I made sure that I talk to I talk about periods to normal men who are coming across in my life openly, normally, just like not shying off, so that and I have seen the difference in their attitude also. Now they know what PMS is. Now they don't joke about PMSing, rather they understand. And I'm very sure women around them, their wives or girlfriends or mothers or sisters, I'm very, very, very sure they're gonna get benefited with this. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
I know. I've seen those, those campaigns जो आप run कर रहे हैं, where आप, boys, men, सबसे पूछ रहे हो कि, उनको पता है, और, post a picture with a, with a
Yes,
sanitary
yes,
napkin in the hand.
yes.
So, Rashmi, आप इतना अच्छा काम कर रहे हो, राइट? एंड जब मेंस्ट्रुअल हेल्थ की बात आती है, तो कहीं ना कहीं हमारे मेंटल हेल्थ पे भी इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है, एंड दैट इज अनदर एरिया जहां आप बहुत फोकसली काम कर रहे हो।
Yes.
आप कुछ मेंटल हेल्थ स्पेस के ऊपर बताना चाहोगे, स्पेशली अभी के टाइम पे, जहाँ पे कोविड के वजह से हम सब घर के अंदर बंद हैं, nobody can go out, तो उस एरिया में, what is it that you have to say, how should one keep oneself motivated, अपने आप को हम कैसे प्रोत्साहित करें, इनकरेज करें कि लाइफ ऐसे में ऐसी सिचुएशंस आती हैं और हमें हमेशा आगे बढ़ना चाहिए।
Right. Uh, so actually the thing is, there are a lot of different situations. We all are going through different situations in our lives, right? Okay. Some people are single, some people are staying all by themselves. Some people are in a family, a huge family where they're confined to the same house, small house. पहले होता था कि लोग बाहर जा रहे हैं, so they used to get their me time. There are a lot of people who are getting so much me time that they don't know what to do. They don't have any other face or human body to look forward to or look up to. So we are in the different situations for different people. What I suggest in this case, specifically for COVID times, the two things. First of all, social media again, the way it has evolved in this time, how beautifully everything is connected through internet, and there is a lot of data flowing, and there's a lot of connections, there are a lot of collaborations happening, there are a lot of information there. That's a very good thing. But what happens, because initially we never used to see each other grow, or like today we are posting everything on social media. Everyone is posting because that's how you're sharing things with people, right? Now what happens a lot of times, when someone say, okay, so suppose I am good at cooking, because cooking is something very basic, right? It started initially, if you remember, uh, everyone used to share their pictures, cooking, acha bana rahe, kuch ye kar rahe, wo kar rahe. Now here, let's say someone who's not cooking well, and they believe this is the trend altogether. Not everyone is that courageous and confident to deal with such, cloud that's coming to
The
them. So
FOMO,
what
the
used
fear
to
of missing
happen, they're
out.
like, ya to wo negative karne lagte the, they start making fun of it, they'll start sharing memes, or they would be, they'll feel discouraged. Also because they're feeling discouraged, they started to support the negative side. Let's say sari challenge, because we are all females here. So let's say the sari challenge, it had so it split internet into two halves. One way it was very positive because women were supporting women, we were posting pictures and they were happy, everyone was complimenting. On the other hand, people were making fun of it. I mean, all sorts of fun. So now this is the thing, I believe, maintain your positivity. Now what is positivity, we need to understand. Is positivity always being happy, smiling, or doing, keeping yourself engaged in something? I believe positivity is protecting yourself from the negativities outside. Abhi sabse important positive वैसे ही रह सकते हैं आप, because you have people around you. Let's say you're in a family and you have people around you and you are not able to deal with it. You cannot force yourself to be happy. You cannot force yourself to keep, to stay engaged in something. But what you can do is, if at all you're coming across someone who's hampering your positivity, how do you protect yourself and create that wall that ठीक है, हो गया, बात हो गई, बहस हो गया, झगड़ा हो गया, I did not like that person or whoever, family member ही है, that person क्या family member ही है, लेकिन ठीक है, when I am coming back to my own zone, I will not think about it. Difficult है, impossible नहीं है. We need to know what our distractions, positive distractions are. This is the way to keep yourself positive. So this is what it is about the current times. when it's about menstruation, mental health is again a very important thing. Why? Because we are always under some pressure. Just think about small little things like getting stained, having a stain on your dress. Think about it. We are constantly thinking about, if you're going out meeting people, we always want someone to watch our back. Stain to nahi laga. I mean, a woman knows this, right? So just think about it. That focus, if at all you knew that you won't be shamed for periods, or no one would make fun of you, it's just like a stain. Someone will tell you, and someone would maybe just ignore. अगर हम यहाँ होते तो हम अपने दिमाग का वो जो हिस्सा है जहाँ पर ये सारी चीजें कर रहे थे, सोच रहे थे, उसको हम किसी प्रोडक्टिव तरीके से यूज कर सकते थे. So now this is the thing, lot of things, when you're resting, you want to rest, you will feel guilty. मुझे घर का काम करना है, मुझे ऑफिस जाना है. That feeling of guilt, that is hampering your mental health, mental peace. Even if you want to rest for half an hour, there'll be 10,000 things. Being a woman, you have to take care of the house, cooking, family, baby, a job, XYZ. मुझे कोई कुछ कहेगा तो नहीं, will I be judged for this? और पता चला कोई आके कह भी दिया कि तुम्हारा तो हर महीने का नाटक है. So these things, so these go parallel. We need to work on both the aspects. So yeah, hence.
Absolutely. Very well said that, the menstrual health goes hand in hand with the mental health, because, with the kind of pressure that each lady, woman, girl goes through right from the beginning till,
Exactly.
till the time that you are, menstruating. And then, of course, for a lot of people, post menstruation, when you enter the menopause, there are other challenges,
Of course, of
you know,
course.
which I think, people from both genders, ladies as well as men, they need to understand and appreciate that these are something that we didn't create. These are there, we are born with it, and this is something that's going to be with us.
True,
So
true.
why make such a, big fuss about it? Why, make it like a taboo and feel so like, like start laughing sheepishly, as you said. And yeah, so that's so true. Very true. So, Rashmi, how can we change the mindset of you did mention that belief is something that we cannot really change, and one needs to respect the belief that someone has. But some beliefs, I mean, I remember when as a child we were told that, don't touch pickle during
Hmm.
and those are those very funny ones. Is there really a science behind this, behind all these taboos or everything, or it's just been created from a point that so that the lady of the house could rest? So what exactly is it?
I'll tell you. So as far as my study and knowledge is concerned, what I have discovered and understood so far, uh, we women, we women have been really, 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 really smart. We still are. The thing, and we are super powerful. हमें कोई प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए चाहिए ही नहीं, हम किसी भी तरीके से अपने आप को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए चीजें बना लेते हैं फॉर आवर फेवर्स, एंड विच इज अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल थिंग. आई डोंट नो हाउ ओवर these years चीजों को इतना ज्यादा तोड़ मरोड़ के उसको रीडिफाइन किया गया ना, that makes me very uncomfortable, very, very, very uncomfortable. Okay, so if I'm not wrong, I'll give you one example. If I'm not wrong, okay, and pardon me if at all I'm mentioning this wrong or if I've taken this wrong, but I'm quoting a religious thing here. We celebrated Tej yesterday.
Right.
Okay. Now तीज में तीज का कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है जो लोगों को पता है, मैं बिल्कुल क्रूड कॉन्सेप्ट कह रही हूँ. इट इज डन फॉर हस्बैंड्स लॉन्ग लाइफ, ऐसा ही सुना होगा
हाँ जी.
हम लोगों ने, सुना
बिल्कुल
यही है.
बिल्कुल.
जितने लोगों ने तीज की कथा पढ़ी होगी, ठीक है, आई एम नॉट श्योर बिकॉज आई हैव रेड इट ट्वाइस, और आई मीन आई हैव रेड इट वंस फॉर श्योर अच्छे से. मुझे ये कहीं नहीं पता चला कि उसमें पति की उम्र के बारे में कहीं पर लिखा गया. इट वॉज, yes, it was for well-being of the girl. It was for husband, good husband, maybe, good qualities, a healthy, happy life and everything. But जिस तरीके से उसको बताया जाता है, just so, forget the story here, but जिस तरीके से उसको perceive कर रहे हैं हम लोग, या फिर जिस तरीके से उसको pass on किया गया है, if you don't do, it will be a bad omen for your husband. This was definitely not what was told in the katha. That I'm very sure of. Yes, could be agar aap kar rahe ho, it will have positive impact on the life of the husband. But never has been, I mean, it has been ever mentioned ki if you will not do, your husband will die. But this is what normal people think. Otherwise, a woman who cannot fast, a woman who is working, woman who is pregnant, a woman who is going through weakness, a woman who has to do 10,000 things a day, she is still staying, she's not eating anything, because Tej is a very, very, very difficult thing to do. You can't even drink water. So it starts from today night and ends day after morning. But you're still doing it. Why? Love. How many Indian women have actually found love in their marriage? I'm sorry, I'm being blunt here. This is what the marriage has been, so we are doing it for because we are fearful. So
Societal pressures.
exactly.
And fear, absolutely.
No. So this is the same thing has been with the menstruation also. Menstruation, the rules and myths, whatever we have, they were meant for all good reasons. Let's say, kitchen में नहीं जाना है. Kitchen में क्यों नहीं जाना है? क्यों? क्योंकि एक reason ये हो सकता था, पहले joint families होती थी, and there are a lot of people, for whom maybe one or two women were working. So you need some rest. So that was one way, you could rest. Also, we need to understand, like long back, thousands of years back, we didn't have concepts of sanitary pads, menstrual cups, tampons. We used to use hay, or maybe clothes, or maybe just
Raak.
let the blood flow. So
Raak
just
use
think
karte the
about
log. Ashes, ash.
exactly. Right. So just think, we didn't have the concept of panties also. We need to accept that. Okay.
Correct.
Panties ka concept nahi tha. So you're just letting the blood flow. And if at all you're roaming around everywhere in the house, that was something unhygienic, not only for others, but for the women also. Right. Because you're exposed to infection. And that is why they were said, you have to rest. You have to rest. Stay, take your place. Apne room mein raho, आराम से रहो. Things would be served at your place. Could be. हम किसी ने कहा है कि नहीं, अगर आप किसी रूम में हो तो आपको खराब ट्रीटमेंट मिलेगा? किसी ने ये तो नहीं कहा. लेकिन हमारे जमाने में इसको टबू बना दिया कि अगर पीरियड्स हो रहा है तो आपको घर के बाहर रखना है, आपको इस तरीके से रहना है. Now see the tone of the same situation. This is where the whole difference came.
Absolutely. You're so
It could
right.
be a luxury. You never know. It could be a luxurious moment for a woman that she's menstruating. In our country also, a lot of places, people are celebrating periods. Why don't we talk about it?
Yeah. In fact, I think down south, it's big celebration.
Yes.
It's a
In
big
Odisha,
celebration.
there is a
Odisha
custom, I
also,
guess,
yes.
Maharaj, something, sorry. Yeah, so there's a custom where you celebrate periods. So we don't talk about that. So I think
Yeah, I think,
it's a lot of things are marketed also,
correct.
marketed as fear, because jab tak fear rahega, people will be under control. So now whoever it is and whoever is doing this, certainly not a good thing, I would say.
Yeah, and I also feel, maybe you would want to comment on this, that, there is, sorry to be saying this, but there is hypocrisy around it. Because if it is there, then you want to create those taboos and myths around it. And if it doesn't happen, then there are many other names with which you will sham the lady. So either which ways, it's the lady who is bearing the brunt of it. And that, also brings me to the fact that, you've been talking about body shaming, and there are many other topics that I've heard you talk about.
Yes.
Yeah. So, can you shed some light on this also, that, why is it that women are always treated as an object where people could just talk about them in any way that they want to? Nobody talks about a guy who's either very tall, or who's very short, or who's very fat or very thin. But when it comes to women's appearance, the physical appearance, there is so much that is talked about, which again leads to the mental health of the lady or the girl. What do you have to say on that?
See, I believe, again, Ekta, I really am interested in the ideas of history, how it started. I personally believe uh, things were amazing when, we had, I think, when there were kings and queens, and, that was a setup, because I believe women were more liberal, and, the society was more liberal and more acceptable. We had women who were fighting, who were warriors, and, so I think, ठीक है, यहाँ पर अगर हम पीछे जाएं तो बहुत basic यही था कि men was given a certain sort of responsibility generally, and a woman was given a certain sort of responsibility, accepting the differences. Now, I really don't understand how does that, acceptance and difference became, non-acceptance of a particular gender for a particular gender. If you're getting me what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so initially it was like men, they have to go out, they have to get money, so they have to be strong, they have to be, they have to XYZ, and because they are doing all those things, so they need to be free, they need to be understood, they need to have a certain set of lifestyle, whatever it is, which was okay. Women had to be at home, take care of the family, so they had to be उनको soft होना था, family के around होना चाहिए था ये. But we never realized that there is a concept of change, there is a concept of evolution, and there's a concept of acceptance also, right? चीजें change होती गई, लेकिन जहां change हुई, जहां पर changed हैं चीजें. Okay, so now I will again, I'm going to give you an example here. Okay, so women wearing short dresses. Okay, it's a very normal thing. Maybe for you and maybe for me, or maybe for someone who has done that, or maybe who knows that even wearing a short dress doesn't mean that you're revealing or attracting men, right? But if at all, maybe somewhere if something might have gone wrong, or in a particular culture that has never been there, it will be a taboo for them. The woman will not be accepted. But then let's say I come from a family where this has never happened, okay, and I do that. Let's say I do that, and I adopt that culture, but I don't evolve. मैंने culture क्यों adopt कर लिया? क्योंकि मुझे वो peer pressure मिला. लेकिन मैंने अपने फैमिली को नहीं समझाया, उनको नहीं सिखाया, मैंने अपने आने वाले जनरेशन को भी नहीं सिखाया. क्यों? क्योंकि मेरा मेंटल स्टेटस अभी भी वही है. This is wrong and this is right. So even if I am, participating in a particular act, I am not evolving. So I think here is a difference between evolution, first thing, and second of all, I think insecurity. A mass insecurity, because when you are not able to do something, if you see other people or the other gender or any gender for that matter, we will be insecure, and we would want to have a power. I want to mention something here, Ekta, if at all that adds to the whole conversation. I recently came across a video from a reality show, okay, and there was this participant who belongs to a third gender. Maybe he is biologically a boy, and then he realized that he has like he feels like a woman. Okay, so maybe he realized that he can sing well. Okay, so now when he participates, he's performing, he starts with a woman's voice because he's dressed like a woman. And then when the male voice comes in, okay, so Monica, oh my darling, wala gana unhone gaya. And he started like a girl and then ended up with a man's voice. What I thought, that look at the power this person has right now. You cannot do it, maybe a man cannot do it, I cannot do it, but they have that power. So I just saw the whole thing from a very different perspective. Have we been scared of people who have, like, best of both the worlds, and that's why we have been trying to dominate them, we have been trying to ignore them, or make them feel that they don't belong to the society? Could this be a possibility? I just thought about it. Similarly for women, why do people are scared कि औरतों को ये चीजें होनी चाहिए? Because when a woman comes out, she can outperform a man as well. So there can be a lot of things, but I would not want to generalize, because we are evolving, and trust me, amidst everything that's going around in society, we have people with amazing mindsets, and maybe that's the reason why we both have the freedom to talk about it, because maybe we have people around us who have encouraged us, empowered us, that no matter what your gender is, no matter what your background is, you are what you are and what you have created for yourself.
Absolutely. In fact, Rashmi, that is something जो मैं अपनी फाइनेंशियल मेंटरिंग में भी बोलती हूँ कि आदमी हो या औरत हो, दोनों में वो क्षमता है कि आप एक इम्पॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट पे काम कर सकते हैं। एंड नॉट ओनली फाइनेंस, चाहे वो पैसा हो, चाहे वो घर हो, चाहे वो काम हो, चाहे वो कुछ भी हो, फॉर दैट मैटर मैं कहती हूँ अगर बच्चों, ठीक है बच्चा पैदा नहीं कर सकता है एक आदमी, लेकिन उनको रेस करने में जो कैपेबिलिटी एक लेडी
ऑफ
की है
कोर्स।
वो एक कैपेबिलिटी एक आदमी की भी है। तो आई थिंक वो जो एक जेंडर बायस्ड हमने लोगों ने सबने अपने दिमाग में बिठा दिया ना कि ये चीजें जो है ये लेडी को ही सूट करती है या ये एक आदमी को ही सूट करती है। एंड फॉर दैट मैटर I mean, I am not sure if I should say that on a public platform, but even if like a lady would just do like this, there'll be 10 आंखें जो आपको देख रही होंगी।
ऑफ कोर्स।
बट फॉर द ऑपोजिट जेंडर वो कहीं भी
यस।
अपने आप को छू ले, कुछ
यस।
कर ले,
यस।
इट्स नॉर्मल। तो आई थिंक वो मिथ जो है, जब तक वो फंडामेंटल डिफरेंसेस हम सबकी लाइफ से हटेंगे नहीं, तब तक हम ऐसी इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें, चाहे वो मेंटल हेल्थ हो, चाहे वो मेंस्ट्रुअल हेल्थ हो, बॉडी शैमिंग हो, जब तक हम इन चीजों से ऊपर नहीं उठेंगे, हम इन चीजों की इम्पोर्टेंस या इन पे काम नहीं कर पाएंगे। एंड ऑफ कोर्स आपने कई accolades अवार्ड्स जीते हैं, but I think in this forum I should applaud for you for such a wonderful work जो आप कर रहे हो। And I believe recently you've received an award. Would you like?
Iconic Independent
Yes,
Women Award. Yeah.
yeah. So
That.
yeah, so for all who's listening, imagine Rashmi at such a young age has received an award of being an iconic independent woman, which means आज की जो नारी है वो independent है, वो बहुत कुछ कर सकती है। रश्मि एक एग्जाम्पल है जहां उन्होंने अपनी बेसिक क्वालिफिकेशन अचीव की, और ग्रेजुअली आई बिलीव 12 साल के बाद उन्हें ये शायद रियलाइज हुआ कि अब उन्हें वो करना है जो उनका दिल कहता है, जो उनका पैशन है। एंड तब वो मूव करी मुक्ति मिशन की तरफ, जहाँ पे उन्होंने ऐसे खिताब जीते हैं जहाँ वो अपने स्टेट की प्राइड हैं। आई मीन दैट्स कमेंडेबल रश्मि। एंड आई बिलीव Rashmi has also been recently nominated as the president for state Jharkhand by another women forum, which is WICCI. Congratulations for that. And
Same
रश्मि
to you.
कई प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे स्पीकर रह चुकी हैं, एंड आज हम सब ने समझा कि मेंस्ट्रुअल हेल्थ कितनी इम्पोर्टेंट है, चाहे वो लेडी लड़की किसी भी एज की हो, आपको उसकी मेंस्ट्रुअल हेल्थ पे ध्यान देना चाहिए। इतनी एड्स आती हैं गवर्नमेंट के हिसाब से भी, मूवी भी बनी थी पैडमैन।
And
एंड 3 घंटे की मूवी आपने देखी पैडमैन की, यहाँ लाइव पैड वुमन हम सबसे बात कर रही थी। रश्मि, indeed it has been absolutely a pleasure to talk to you। बहुत मजा आया। आप you have a very open mind, and whatever you said is so true and so right. If each of one of us understands that, we all will be able to create a difference. And अगर आप जैसे independent open ख्यालात की ladies होंगी, तो I am sure India as a country and all we women across the country globe will always be progressive, right? So there is this I have a very bad habit of asking this one last question before I would let the guest go on any of the talk shows that I would be, that what एक advice जो आप सबको देना चाहोगे, जो हमें सुन रहे हैं या इवेंचुअली इस लाइव को देखेंगे, आप क्या एडवाइस देना चाहेंगे?
the only thing that I would want to say is that it's just one life, and today is what you have. Seriously, because एक तो आपने जो इतनी सारी बातें कही, I'm sorry, थोड़ा सा मैं इसमें कहना चाहूंगी, because you mentioned being independent, being open, and being a rebel and everything. But I have to say this, which I'm not very proud of and not very happy when I say this. Everything comes with a price. And being so confident and independent, maybe you are someone who can understand this, because we might share similar ideas about life and people in society. But there are a lot of people, especially when a single woman, she's out, she wants to do something for people, she has the courage, and she has that confidence. ट्रस्ट मी, जितने लोग सपोर्ट करने वाले हैं उतने ही लोग आपको पीछे भी खींचेंगे. They'll call you names, they'll discourage you, they'll doubt your intention, they'll do everything possible. But then again, you have to do what you have to do, because you're doing it for yourself.
Absolutely.
This is what I totally believe, कि मैं अपने लिए कर रही हूँ, मैं किसी को दिखाने के लिए, किसी को इम्प्रेस, क्योंकि इंसान भगवान से भी खुश नहीं रहता है. मैं कुछ नहीं हूँ, ठीक है, मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूँ, लेकिन हाँ मुझे खुशी मिलती है अगर उससे किसी की भी लाइफ में अगर 1% और 0.0001% भी अगर एक रिपल क्रिएट हो रहा है, इम्पैक्ट हो रहा है, आई थिंक माई लाइफ वुड बी वर्थ इट. So yes, and coming across people like you and GWC platform, I think it's a blessing in itself. It feels like home, if at all. I keep on mentioning this. I might not be very vocal when it comes, but seriously, it feels like home. Seeing women supporting women so beautifully. I mean, ये इतना ज़्यादा बैकअप देता है ना एकता. And Akansha, I really want to congratulate and take your name here as well, because you all have been, everyone, Ila ma'am, Shweta, because people who have been Archana, you have set the base so beautiful here that I'm very sure it's not very far. People would be taking lessons from a group of women who are there to back each other up so beautifully without any issues. So I am happy to be here. Thank you
Thank you
so
so much. It
much.
was indeed a pleasure to have you. And of course, as you rightly said, that GWC stands by its motto that work together, grow together. And we also want to work towards breaking a myth that, when women are together, all they can do is chit chat and, all they can do is criticize each other. But here we are
Yes,
also trying to break that taboo and myth that when women get together, there is so much power that they can create.
of course.
And and I think that's what the endeavor is. So once again, thank you so much, Rashmi, and congratulations for all the accolades that you have
Thank
to
you.
your name. And I have no doubts in saying that indeed you aspire to inspire each one of us. आप एक प्रेरणा है सबके लिए. And जो लोग आज सुन रहे हैं, आई एम श्योर उन्हें काफी कहते हैं ना उसे, मेरी हिंदी थोड़ी वीक है, बट उन्हें बहुत हिम्मत मिली होगी आपसे, आपको सुन के कि जो आपने करने की ठानी है, आपको कर रहे हो, इर्रिस्पेक्टिव कि कौन क्या आपको बोल रहा है. पीठ पीछे तो बहुत लोग बोलते हैं, जिसमें हिम्मत है वो सामने आके बोले, एंड देन आई एम श्योर कि जो वो आके बोलेंगे तो यू नो व्हाट यू हैव टू आंसर. एंड आई थिंक दैट्स अ वेरी करेजियस एक्ट कि आप ना सिर्फ औरतों की माइंडसेट को चेंज कर रहे हैं इस टॉपिक के ऊपर, क्योंकि वो उनको डे टू मतलब मंथ ऑन मंथ कम से कम उनकी लाइफ की 30-35 साल इम्पैक्ट करता है. बट आप आदमियों की सोच को भी बदल रहे हैं ताकि दोनों पहिए एक साथ जब चलेंगे तो आई एम श्योर एक कहते हैं हैप्पी एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट होगा. सो थैंक यू सो मच रश्मि.
So
And be there at the platform, be there to support us like you always have. And also for all the listeners and the viewers, Rashmi is also the GWC ambassador for social work. So it is indeed a privilege to host her today. So thank you so much, Rashmi.
thank
And
you.
we shall be back again with another Aspire to Inspire story at the GWC Talk Show. Thank you so much.
Thank
Namaskar.
you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
all the love and support. Thank
Thank
you
you, Rashmi. Take care and happy Ganesh Chaturthi to all of us.
to all of you. Yes, yes.
Thank you. Bye bye.